So sequences coincidence doesn't prove the legitimacy of Gematria, because the goal of Gematria was just to show you where to be ready for new information about something that has been obscured, because coincidence, whether or not you believe in coincidence, because enough coincidence will break the limit case of credulity. So if you can use Gematria to see enough sequences of the same numbers that break the limit case of credulity, then you know to expect more to come. It's not to say that because there is a coincidence and that is just the sole purpose is to prove that Gematria will let you read and see the secrets of mysticism, spirituality, and Christhood. You're crazy, right? So people haven't thought really enough about it, because it has become a butt of all jokes, because people do go crazy over use of Gematria without paying attention to the unlikelihood of coincidence, using it to say that it has shown them a truth or a mystery and something related to the furtherance of, becoming Christhood or something. That's tripping. But you can't get rid of Gematria, though. Even if you're a little bit embarrassed because you're associated with, it's because there's a redundancy issue if you're using it to prove Gematria. Like the same way that people make an analogy and equate the analogy to Trinitarian views or beliefs. I just heard that today. I wouldn't be able to even talk about that if I wasn't watching a podcast, blog. So I'm looking for something. I'm paying attention for what I can expect to be come along, later to bring more clear perspective. It can come from places where you don't want to even give it credit. It's not, because if that system works for you, then it's more valid than any kind of epistemology it would be. You only go halfway. So it sounds similar to trying to walk on water and you start sinking, right? You don't have faith, right? Like Christhood is always going to come halfway toward you. But you have to make the same steps toward. If you only half step, you never get to the destination, right? You only go halfway. You'll get right up to the edge of it, and you'll never still get there, because halfway to there is still not there. Did that sound like a confliction or something? Only you don't look at, like, what I'm saying. Don't read into it the same way that people look to Gematria to prove that Gematria is valid. Because then why would you need it? That's a redundancy. So it's not fair to make all of them the butt of all jokes, but why not make someone the butt of all jokes to play into redundancy if you just happen to know better? Anyone can have an angle.